Hey, amazing fans! Welcome to another relaxing moment with VIVA'S stories. Before we dive into the drama, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means the world to us. Now, grab a seat, sit back, relax, and let's journey into the story together. The coastal village of Umuocha had a secret. The sea was not just water, it was alive, watching, waiting. The elders warned, never bathe naked under the moon. The ocean loves beauty, and what it takes, it never returns. But Amara, the village's radiant flower, never listened to warnings. Her skin glowed like bronze polished by the sun. Her eyes carried the deep mystery of the night sky. Men stumbled over words in her presence. Women whispered that her beauty was a curse, and elders shook their heads. One humid night, restless under her raffia roof, Amara slipped out. The moon was a silver drum in the sky, and the tide sang its endless hymn. She removed her wrapper, letting it fall to her ankles, and stepped into the water. Ah, she sighed, her voice soft as silk. The sea is kinder than jealous hearts. The waves licked at her ankles, then her thighs, then swirled around her waist. She laughed, spinning in the water, her body gleaming in the moonlight. But as she moved, she noticed something. The ocean seemed higher. The tide rolled forward with a hunger she had never seen. It pulsed almost like it was breathing. Her laughter faded. "Who's there?" she whispered, glancing around. Only the ocean answered, crashing softly, then retreating as though teasing her. She gathered her wrapper and hurried home, but her heart thumped with an unspoken truth. The ocean had seen her. And it was not finished. The next morning, Amara walked by the beach to fetch water. The fishermen were mending their nets, children ran along the shore, and old women pounded snails into paste. Yet something unusual caught her eye. A tall figure stood near the waves. He was not from the village. His skin shimmered as if kissed by the ocean, his hair flowed like black seaweed, and his eyes, dark, endless, magnetic, held her still. "Good morning," Amara greeted cautiously. His lips curved into a smile. "The morning is beautiful, but not as beautiful as you." Her cheeks warmed. She looked away, pretending to adjust her water pot. "You speak boldly for a stranger." "Stranger?" he chuckled, his voice like waves colliding with rocks. "I've known you longer than you think, Amara. I watched you dance in the water last night." Amara's breath caught. "How did you?" He raised a hand, silencing her. "The sea speaks to me. It tells me about you." A shiver ran through her spine. "And what does it say?" "That your beauty was made to be worshipped, not hidden." His gaze lingered on her neck, her lips. "I can give you gifts no man in this village can offer. Jewels from the ocean floor. Power. Desire." Before she could respond, he walked toward the tide. A wave crashed, and he vanished, dissolving like mist. Amara dropped her pot, staring. Her heart raced with fear and excitement. Night after night, Amara returned to the sea. And every night, the stranger appeared. He called himself Medu, though his voice carried an ancient weight. "You are more beautiful than the moon itself," he whispered one night, placing a strand of glowing seashells around her neck. "But beauty is useless if no one dares to enjoy it." Amara blushed, lowering her gaze. "And you? Why do you seek me?" "Because," he leaned closer, his breath cold as mist, "your body holds fire. And I am water. Together, we will burn and drown the world." Each night, he demanded something. Her laughter, her dance, her hair, her touch. She gave willingly, intoxicated by his mystery. Villagers noticed she was changing. Her skin shone like pearls, her steps became lighter, but she also looked frail, drained, as though something was feeding on her. One evening, Amara's childhood friend, Obi, followed her. He was strong, plain, honest. The kind of man who had loved her since they were children. Hiding behind the rocks, Obi watched Amara twirl in the waves, arms outstretched, eyes half closed. But to him, she was dancing alone. No man was there. "Amara," he called, stepping forward. Startled, she gasped, turning sharply. "Obi, what are you doing here? Who are you talking to? Why are you out here every night?" he demanded. Her lips trembled, but she forced a smile. You wouldn't understand. You never could. The next day, Obi cornered Amara by the well. Amara, listen to me, he pleaded. I followed you. I saw you dancing alone. There's no man. This thing you're chasing, it isn't real. Amara smirked, tossing her hair. Isn't real? Jealousy blinds you, Obi. You think because you cannot have me, no one else should? Obi's jaw clenched. I don't care about pride. I care about you. The sea spirit is using you. Everyone knows what happens to those who give themselves to the ocean. She rolled her eyes. You sound like the elders with their empty stories. My stranger gives me more joy in one night than you ever could in a lifetime. Obi's chest tightened. Then test him. Ask him to walk in daylight, to eat with you, to greet the elders. If he cannot, then you'll know what he truly is. Amara hesitated, then turned away. You're a fool, Obi. Stay out of my path. That evening, fishermen dragged a body from the shore. The waves had spat out a drowned man. Around his neck gleamed a familiar charm, Obi's necklace. Amara screamed, her hands trembling. But before grief could overwhelm her, a whisper slithered in her ears. He wanted to separate us. I had to remind him the sea takes what it wants. That night, the beach roared louder than thunder. Amara stumbled to the shore, her hair wild, her eyes swollen with tears. Medu, she cried. What have you done? Where's Obi? Bring him back. The waves parted, and there he was, rising tall from the water, his body shimmering like liquid silver. He defied the sea, Medu said calmly. The sea does not forgive. Amara fell to her knees. Please, I beg you. He is my only friend. My heart is empty without him. Medu crouched, lifting her chin with his cold fingers. Your beauty is unmatched, Amara. But beauty comes with a price. If you want Obi returned, you must give me everything. Your laughter, your voice, your body, your soul. Become mine, and I will return your lover. Her lips trembled. Everything. Just walk into the ocean at midnight. Offer yourself fully. Then, he will breathe again. Amara's heart raced. She wanted Obi back. But deep inside, a small voice whispered. He never promised Obi's freedom, only a bargain. Still, her grief drowned her doubt. She pressed her hands to her chest and whispered, I will do it. I will give you everything. Medu's smile widened, sharp and predatory. Then prepare yourself, Amara. For after tomorrow night, you will never belong to the world of men again. The village slept, but Amara's heart was a drumbeat of fear and desire. Midnight had arrived. She wrapped her body in a white cloth, adorned with cowries and palm oil, just as the ocean spirit instructed. The moon glowed above, a pale witness. She stepped into the waves, shivering as the water licked her skin. Medu, she whispered. I am here. The sea stirred violently, and from its depths he emerged, taller, stronger, his eyes glowing like molten obsidian. You have come, he said, his voice like thunder over water. Now, give yourself to me. Amara trembled. Will Obi return? He smiled. All things will be as they should. Begin. She loosened her cloth, letting it fall. Naked, vulnerable, she danced on the shore, her body glistening in moonlight. She sang a haunting tune, her voice trembling as if pulled from her soul. The waves curled around her legs, caressing her thighs, pulling her deeper. She gasped, half in fear, half in ecstasy, as his hands enveloped her. His kiss was cold, salty, suffocating, yet intoxicating. Mine, he murmured against her lips. Forever mine. The ocean roared, lightning flashed, and Amara collapsed into his embrace. Darkness swallowed her. When she opened her eyes, dawn had broken. She lay on the sand, drenched, the shells from her hair scattered. Her body glowed faintly as if it no longer belonged to the earth. But Obi was nowhere. Obi, she called desperately. Only the waves answered, whispering cruelly, You are mine. Amara returned to the village, her steps unsteady. The moment people saw her, gasps filled the air. She shines like the sun, one man exclaimed. No, like the devil's bride, an elder muttered. Men began to follow her, their eyes glazed with lust. Women covered their husbands' faces. Wherever she passed, desire and chaos followed. That evening, 3 men fought violently over her gaze. One almost lost his life. Amara wept in secret. "Medu, what have you done to me?" But at night, she heard Obi's faint voice in the wind, calling from beneath the sea. Help me." She rushed to the shore. "Medu, you promised. Where is Obi?" The ocean stirred, and Medu's voice thundered. "He is mine. Did I not tell you the sea takes what it wants?" Her tears mixed with the salt water. "But I gave you everything. And so you shall give me more," he whispered. "Each night I will come. And each night you will burn for me." Amara's beauty glowed brighter, but inside she rotted with despair. She was no longer a woman. She was the sea's curse, walking among men. Amara fell to her knees by the ocean. "Please, Medu, take back my beauty. Take everything. Just give me Obi." The sea rose in a dark wave, and Medu's figure emerged. His smile was cruel, his eyes endless. "Amara, you still don't understand. You offered your beauty not for love, but for vanity. You desired to be worshipped. I only gave you what your heart craved." She shook her head violently. "No, I wanted Obi back." "You wanted power," Medu sneered. "Now men worship you, women fear you, and you are mine. Your lover's soul rests beneath the waves, forever my prisoner." Amara clawed at her chest, screaming. "Then take me instead. Let Obi go." Medu tilted his head. "Would you truly trade your life for his? After everything you sacrificed to keep your beauty?" "Yes," she cried, collapsing. "Yes, I would." The sea spirit laughed, the sound echoing like broken shells. "Then prepare, Amara. The ocean does not return what it has claimed, unless it takes more." The village gathered by the shore at dawn, drawn by whispers of a storm. Amara stood at the edge of the waves, dressed once more in white, her hair crowned with shells. She looked broken, yet her eyes burned with fierce determination. "Amara," villagers cried. "Stop! The ocean will kill you." She ignored them, lifting her arms to the sky. The drum of thunder answered her heartbeat. "Ocean," she cried, "take me. But free Obi." The waves surged forward. Medu's form rose, towering, monstrous now, no longer charming but terrifying. "You wish to defy me?" he roared. "I wish to end you," she screamed, and she began to dance. Her movements were wild, desperate, filled with pain and passion. Each step shook the earth, each cry tore through the wind. The villagers fell silent, watching as Amara surrendered herself. The waves grew red, frothing like blood. Lightning cracked. A monstrous whirlpool opened, dragging her in. She screamed Obi's name as the water swallowed her whole. Then, silence. The storm ceased. The sea grew calm. Only Amara's shells floated to shore. Days passed, but Amara never returned. The village mourned, though some whispered she had deserved her fate. Fishermen swore that on nights of the full moon, they heard a woman singing beneath the waves. Some claimed to see her dancing deep in the water, her hair floating like seaweed, her eyes hollow, searching. Obi's body was never found. Some said his soul remained chained to the ocean, forever trapped with hers. Others said they saw his shadow walking the shore, whispering her name. Elders turned her story into a warning. Do not bathe naked under the moon. Do not trade love for vanity. The ocean takes beauty, love, and life, and gives nothing back. Mothers told their daughters, "Remember Amara, the maiden who gave herself to the sea. She thought she was gaining love, but she only gained emptiness." And when the tide roared louder than usual, the villagers bowed their heads, whispering, "The sea takes what it wants and never gives back." Closing viral punch, her tale became legend. A warning, a curse. And yet, every now and then, another maiden dared to dance in the moonlight, and the sea smiled. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for newly created content.